Also just into CNN, the White House is asking the U.S. Supreme Court to take up the administration's transgender military ban. So far, federal judges have blocked President Trump from banning most transgender people from openly serving in the U.S. military. So, to Joan Biskupic we go, our CNN Supreme Court analyst. Joan, what's going on here?
More action between the Supreme Court and Trump administration.
Right.
That's what we got here. Yes, right now, President Trump's ban on most transgender people serving in the U.S. military is being litigated in lower courts. Lower courts have blocked the policy from fully taking effect, and the Trump administration, instead of waiting for a full airing in lower courts, which normally is the way, has jumped up to the Supreme Court and said, "Justices, please intervene at this time." They've just within the hour, Brooke, filed petitions at the Supreme Court in 3 cases from California and here in the District of Columbia saying, come in, review it, and the timing they're seeking is review for this court term. Usually the justices decide by January what cases they will hear through April, and then we have the big rulings in June. And what the Trump administration's lawyers at the Department of Justice are saying is this is important to get clarity right now, not to have lower courts hold this up and have any kind of either inconsistencies or just plain block on this new policy that the Trump administration would want to bar transgender people from serving. Supreme Court justices, please resolve this right away.
Do you think the Supreme Court would take it?
This is a tough one, Brooke, because normally no. Normally it's very hard to make a case for the justices intervening. Lower courts have, in a preliminary way, said that this could violate the equality guarantee of the Constitution to say that a certain group of people would be prohibited from serving based solely on the fact that they're transgender. So they have a very high bar to pass, and the administration has a high bar to pass, and they have a high bar to pass in a compressed period of time. Now, earlier in the week, we saw President Trump refer to judges as either Obama judges or Clinton judges. Now, we certainly have some Trump judges now on the court, and I think the Department of Justice might think that they might be getting much more of a sympathetic airing, but I don't know. I think that if the court under John Roberts agrees to take this up in this kind of urgent manner, it would be sending a signal that would be more favorable to the Trump administration than usual to an administration.
We'll watch it and see if they do. Joan, good to see you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Coming up next.